Well, well. Looks like there's something new. Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car. No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. A common species. That doesn't help much. The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83.
Ясно, ясно. Так. О, бля, прикольно. Че?
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on. The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's probably employed, but his work allows him free time. Eight victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13.
Любят маленьких мальчиков.
No signs of violence.
Нормальный чел.
The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later. Drowned in rainwater. There is always a railroad line adjacent to where the bodies are found. And all the victims disappeared in the fall.
Так. Оп, да. А, где мой красивый кабинет? Что уже, блядь, такое?
Here we go again. I better go wash my face. I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist.
Да, ну, конечно, управление здесь не очень.
I know I can make it. I know I can make it.
Is everything all right, sir?
Хуёво мне.
No one will see.
Что-то хуёво. Хуёво мужику что-то. Вот, тёлочка. О. Сын пропал. Ну, значит, это стрим с начала игры.
This is Lieutenant Blake, Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
It was this afternoon. I went to the park with my son, Sean. We played together for a while, and then he wanted to go on the carousel, so I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back, Sean had disappeared.
Exactly what time did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
It must have been about 5:15, I think. I'm not really sure.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
He was wearing a coat. A beige coat. And a pair of pants. Black pants.
How could Sean have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
I can't remember exactly. It all happened so fast.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
Did Sean have any particular difficulties, Mr. Morris? Anything that might have caused him to run away?
Sean is a sensitive child. Our relationship has been a little difficult recently.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
My wife and I have been separated for the last 6 months. But Sean would not have gone off without telling his mother or me.
All right. That's all the questions I have for now. You're free to go, Mr. Mars. We'll continue to look for Sean overnight. We'll contact you if we have any more questions.
Я думаю, что может быть убийца в итоге кажется.
Do you think the origami killer...
Первого знает.
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple of hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
сейчас прилетит
Did they
пизделей.
find something?
No, nothing yet, but they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Одного ребенка убил, второго ребенка потерял.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
It's still too early to say,
Нельзя на него
but it
оставлять
is a
детей.
possibility.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Sean like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason?
Он, блядь, отрешенный.
Sorry. That's not what I meant to say.
Не плачь.
I miss him so much.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Store's empty. Guess it's that time of day. Well, it's a good time for a quiet little talk. Guy behind the counter? Gotta suppose that's him.
Can I help you, sir?
Well, I hope so.
Водку 200,
My
пожалуйста.
name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. I'm investigating the case of the origami killer. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My son is dead, Mr. Shelby. I have nothing more to say.
The killer has kidnapped another victim. A 10-year-old boy. Like your son, Risa. I have 4 days before we find his body on a deserted stretch of wasteland.
No one did anything to save my son. Now, please, to move along, sir.
You may know
Стоять.
something that could help save other people's lives.
I was unable to save the life of my own son. I do not see how I could save the lives of other people.
Oh, do you sell inhalers? I'm all out, and at least I won't go away completely empty-handed.
In the back of the store, to the right.
Thanks. Pity he didn't want to talk. Might have known something. Goddamn asthma. Can't breathe when it rains.
Good evening, sir. Are you looking for something in particular?
Give me what you got in the register. Don't fucking try anything. Open the register, you dumb fuck. Put the money on the counter. Shit, are you deaf or what? Are you gonna open that fucking register or not?
No, sir. You do not have the right to steal that money from me. I have worked very hard to earn it. You cannot have it.
My gun. Oh, left it.
Hey, you! Come
А,
here!
черт.
I said come here now! Don't move! Hands up! Put your fucking hands up or I'll shoot!
Надо вот так накосячить.
Don't panic. Let's just stay calm. Nobody here wants to hurt you. We're all just gonna be cool, and everything will be all right.
Yeah. I'm cool, man. Everything's gonna be all fucking right.
My name's Scott. What about you? What's your name?
Andrew. My name's Andrew.
Do you have anyone you care for in your life? A girlfriend, maybe? A family?
Yeah. A little girl. I got a little girl. Her name's Jessica.
What would Jessica think if she saw you here? Ask yourself, what would happen to her if things go wrong? Look, it's not worth it. Put the gun down and just walk away.
You giving me advice? I'll give you some fucking advice.
You haven't done anything serious yet. If you put the gun away, we'll forget about what just happened, and that will be the end. Just walk away.
Nothing serious. Shit, man! What the fuck do you think I'm doing here?
You don't really want to shoot anybody, do you? I'm sure we can find a way out of this mess, right?
Nice try. For a second there, you almost had me believing all your shit. And now...
Бля, вот дурак. А мог сдаться нормально.
Thank you, sir. I don't know what would have happened if you had not been here.
At least I didn't come by for nothing. Have a nice day.
When my boy, Reza, disappeared, I received a letter with a locker ticket inside. Inside the locker, I found this box. I do not understand what it means, but I think it must be a sort of message from the man who took my son from me.
Can I?
О. Ага. Оригами?
Please,
Прикольно.
take the box if it can be of any use to you at all. It did not help me to save Reza, but maybe it will help you find the other little boy. Mr. Shelby, I was beginning to think that there was no good to be found in this place. I can see now that I was wrong.
Ой, бля. Сейчас запрет этого мелкого вора у себя в подсобке и будет делать с ним плохие вещи. 100%. Здорово. Да. Heavy Ray. Она вроде выходит на компах. Стримит так. Как самочувствие? Здоровье? Нет, тут получается разные персонажи, да. Те, которые потом придут. Ну там цельная, да, идет история, что там, блядь.
Несколько отдельных историй, которые потом сливаются.
Да. Поэтому. Сёчка. Поиграем. Так.
If I try to stay busy, it might actually help me get to sleep. I shouldn't take those damn pills again.
Нахуя себе разделение это самое. Квартиры такое. О, пошлите-ка посмотрим, что там. Что там у нас на компьютере? Оп. Кто-то подсматривает.
Goddamn insomnia. I'm totally exhausted, but I just can't sleep.
Розетки. Угу. Странная раковина. А, нет, там можно пройти, значит не странно, но все равно. О, бахнуть. Так, что тут у нас есть пожрать на ночь глядя? Ничего. О-о-о. Кофеён разогреть. Так.
A hot shower. That'll create the magic of sleep.
Ту-ту-ту-ту. Оп. О. О. Что это за разобрать полетенежка? Это кабель. Наркотики. Хватит смотреться, блядь, красивая уже. Сисички, попочка. Какой-то, блядь, общий душ у него. Можно не одеваться? А голову нацарать. Ощика иди. О, блядь. Смешно и только. Ага.
Look, going without sleep is driving me crazy. Get up, close the fridge door, go to bed. Simple. The fridge door. I'm sure I closed it. Come on, There's someone here. There's someone in the apartment. The phone on the desk. I could call for help. The front door. It's the only way out. If I can reach it, I still have a chance.
О, еще один вор. Или нет, это пуганую. Да, вообще, да. Да я же, блядь, сделал. Ну, сейчас страх не будет. Что-то как-то странно, непонятно ни хрена.
When the parents came home from church, all their children were gone. They searched and called for them, they cried and begged, but it was all to no avail. The children have never been seen again.
Вот они все.
I have to get out of here and find out what this ticket is about. What does it mean? Some sort of fairy tale? That letter might be linked to Sean's disappearance. I need to show it to the police. This doesn't make any sense. It couldn't have been me. I couldn't ever have done that. The origami figure in my hand after my blackout. It's the same one the killer leaves in the hands of his victims. I've never done origami in my life. What did I do with Sean? I must have done something, but I just can't remember. I'm the origami killer. I black out, and then the murdering starts. I know it's me. It looks like the ticket to a locker. I couldn't have hurt him. I love him. I love him with all my heart, but what in God's name did I do when he was on the carousel? This angel on the ticket. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. I think I know where this ticket comes from. There's no way back for me if I've done anything to hurt Sean. Goddamn reporters! They've been camped outside my house all day. I'd give anything to know where Sean is now. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep a wink all night. Someone sent me that letter for a reason.
Тупые журналисты. Не очень.
Gonna have to make it through the crowd. I can't take crowds. Just can't handle it. I can't make it. Too many people. Too many people.
Что-то с ним такое творится. Как будто занят. Так, что за хуйня?
Jason!
Dad!
Jason! Jason!
Jason. It's Jason. He's there.
Jason!
Dad!
Jason!
The balloon. Gotta get the balloon.
Jason!
You gotta be kidding. This is driving me crazy. The balloon. Gotta get the balloon.
Jason!
Я назвал головой проблему. О, нашел до конца.